All right, let's go.
All right, let's go back to what we were. All right, let's go back to the basics, I guess.
Yep.
Um, so do you know what console write line and console write do?
So I've seen you do both, and I'm pretty sure write line is the message given to me by the computer, right? Or what we program, right?
Right, like you can put a message with the console write line or console write, but you will see the difference between console write line and console write right now, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna delete this then.
Yeah, and then you'll see like what we're talking about here. So just follow along here. Console dot write. We'll do write first. Parentheses. Hello. And console dot write line there. And then just don't forget to put the what's it called read line at the end. You can do read as well. It doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Actually, they do different things. Well, go ahead and start it,
Oh, okay.
and then you'll see like what this means here. And start it with you too. Do you see what just happened there?
Wait, what?
Yeah. You know what? Let's exit out. Exit out, and put a space on hello behind the hello.
So right here,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and then quotation marks. Don't worry about it. Quotation mark. You're like in that weird zone, right? Parentheses and the ending.
Okay, like that.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, now
And
run it
start
again.
again. Yeah, run it again. See?
Hmm.
You understand like what write does? So write only like writes on that one single line. But then when you put write line,
Oh,
it'll finish the line, it'll press enter for you, and it'll go to the next line. Yeah, kind of weird.
that is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
What's the point of them then?
Uh,
Like,
well, I mean, this is just the basics right here. Like once you get into Windows application, like Windows Forms, you'll start to understand why we would need this kind of stuff. Like I'll teach you another thing in just a second. Let me see if I get an example. Okay, we already did this example here. Ooh, yeah, let's do this one right here. Perfect. All right. Oh, I do have to copy it. Okay, sure, why not? All right, just copy what I got, I guess.
okay.
Right line.
Do I get rid of the previous things I just typed down?
Yeah, just get rid of it. Just look weird to you a little bit, but it's all right. You're just beginning to learn programming And you can just keep your console.read line because definitely gonna need it. Yep. Okay. So you see the slash ends that are right there.
Hang on, I was just recording what you just did. I'm still.
Okay.
Hang on. Where'd you find that? Where the hell do you have that slash at? Oh, there it is.
It's like above the enter button.
So that one.
Yes. Then N.
And C. Hashtag.
Well, I mean, you could do that if you want to. I'll teach you that in a little bit too. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to teach you. No, go backwards.
Wait, what?
Delete one of the slashes. There you go. Perfect. You go back.
I see.
Quotation marks, parentheses, semicolon. And then don't forget the read line because that shit will fucking pop off and off. There you go.
Oh,
All right,
although
we're started.
why is mine squiggly line?
Go over it.
The hell did I do?
Hold on, go over it. Go over it. Go over it. I want to see what it says. Changes made in project. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, that's why. Press the stop button at the top part. All right, now you can start it. Your program was still running.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
All right.
So
run
go ahead
it.
and start it. Yeah, run it. Okay. Now scoot the program down a little bit, and then look at the words. Okay, Wacom, and you see the /n.
Yeah.
And then 2/n C#/n programming. You see how it looks like in the console app?
Yep.
See how it's like entered, like
Yeah.
Wacom, enter 2, enter slash. I mean C#, enter. Yeah, it'll start a new line for you. Does that make any sense? In a string, especially in a quotation mark string, it'll make a new line when you do the /n.
Okay.
And there's a lot of like formatting codes in the string, and that's just like one of them out of many of them. And I'll show you along the way. Hold on, I'm gonna pizza time.
All right.
I'm back. Okay, anyways. Okay, so in a string, especially in the quotation marks or whatever, there is like certain codes in the string that makes things happen. Like you see the /n, that basically means that'll start a new line in the string. So that's pretty much pressing enter on the keyboard and making another line, pretty much. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good.
So
Cool. All right. Cool. Let's go with number. Let's see. All right, and let's go with this one right here. And I'm sure you'll understand this one too. So you can, yeah, you can show me whatever you want. Go ahead.
There you go. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
even when I spaced it. Oh, so I guess I don't need to space this then.
Well, it depends on what you want to do, like what you want to do with the program.
Right.
It's just showing you like, hey, there's like codes in the string that does several other things. There's a lot of codes in the string that you can use to format the lettering of the whatever you're doing. All right. Anyways, there's another one, and this one you might already like know. So just follow along. Person equals Jose. Console dot right line. It's just a refresher for you, pretty much. Hello, person. Welcome to C sharp. Yay.
Yeah, I see. I remember this now.
Yeah, you remember that? So the
The
dollar
variable.
sign. Yeah, the variable is saved with your name. The string Jose is saved into person, and then you're using person in the okay. See the dollar sign in
Yeah,
the quotation
in this
marks.
string right
Yeah,
here.
that's a very special thing for string manipulation. Um, when you use that dollar sign, you can use the brackets, and then you can add the variables inside the brackets that you need to use to manipulate whatever you need to do or whatever. Does that make any sense? That's a constant, and I'll show you constants later in a little bit.
Okay. Keeps fucking jumping to that.
Yeah.
Should work, right?
That'll work. And you can look at the bottom too. It'll say no issues found. And you can see it next to the 145 at the bottom.
What the hell am I looking at?
You see the 145% on the left side, left side, left side, left side.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Oh,
you see
okay.
how it says no issues found? It'll
Yeah.
tell you if it found an issue, and
What the program?
at the bottom of that, it'll tell you what issue it found and what line is it on. It's
Gotcha.
very helpful. Okay. So you understand how that's working?
Yeah, I do. I do understand this now.
Okay. Good.
You want Pop Tart? What you want?
Let's see.
A little bit. A little bit.
Sure, let's do this one. Here, you can erase all of that. Let's do some addition. Number one. Oh, hold on. Let's see how that's going to be.
They are fighting amongst themselves, essentially bidding amongst themselves.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Int number one. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Int integer number two, and then int sum. And then we'll use these in a little bit. Console dot write line. enter first to sum. It's all right. And then, do you remember what to do after this part, Jose?
Hang on.
All right, so you're in this part. And
Okay.
now the next thing you want is for the user to input a number afterwards. So what do you want to do in this part right here?
Would it be?
So we have,
In,
no, you already have int. You see int number 1, int number 2, and integer sum.
oh.
So you don't have to you don't have to put int number 1 again. You could just put number 1. So put
Oh.
number 1.
Oh.
Number, yes, he already knows.
Oh.
Base equals number 1 equals,
Then it's
Um,
read line, right?
yeah, console dot read line.
Console dot read
Don't
line.
forget the console. Console dot read line, yes.
Then,
And then parentheses. And then there you go. All right,
And
what's the
then,
next thing then?
I think I got it now.
Yep.
So, that's right line. Some, and then it's number,
Awesome. Jacobs.
Who the fuck is this guy?
You just threw my fucking mouse, didn't you?
Oh.
Eat my mouse. You're done. She fucking throws my mouse all the time. Wait, hold on. Hold on, Jose. There's something wrong with you're missing a quotation mark in the parentheses of right line.
Oh. There you go.
No. You still did it wrong. No, go back down. Yeah. Keep going.
Oh my gosh. I thought I pressed it. Okay,
There
there
you
you go.
go.
There you go.
There you go. And then press back. Back. No, erase it. Oh yeah, you can do that. Just make it nice and neat. There you go. Number 2. And the same thing. Yeah, there you go.
And it's
Console dot read line.
console read
Okay.
that read line,
Line.
and then it's
Parentheses. Yes.
and then,
Okay.
and
No.
then-
You don't have no. Read, delete. Read line only reads what's inside there. So just delete all that and just put the end parentheses. Delete that too. Parentheses. And then the end the statement.
Oh.
End statement. No. Okay.
Oh. What? That just
Parentheses. There you go. And then
end
put
statement.
the semicolon. Yes. Except why is... Oh, okay. All right. So do you see why we're seeing an error right now?
Yeah.
Do you remember what I taught you yesterday about integers?
Kinda. Oh, there needs to be a. You need to replace one with another, right?
Yeah, I'll show you.
It
I'm
reads.
gonna give you...
It reads from right to left.
No. Read line can only give you a string. Okay.
Okay.
And then you're trying to put the string into number one and number two, and look at number one and number two above. What does it say above them, like in front of them?
Oh, the end
Int.
statement.
The int in
Oh,
front of the
okay.
number one, number two. Okay, so you can't make an integer out of a string.
Okay, so we have to make a variable, right?
No, go delete the console dot right now. I'll show you in a little bit. You'll remember it from yesterday. Okay. So put integer int dot backspace parse parentheses, and inside the parentheses you want console dot read line. And you want the same thing for number two.
What the heck?
It's okay. You just learned this yesterday. It makes sense in a little bit. It's all right.
Okay, what did parse do again?
So okay, for some weird goddamn reason, when you enter so console.readline is it is converted into a string. Okay.
Wait, say it again.
Okay, so console.readline converts whatever you entered on the
Into a
computer
string.
into a string.
Okay.
And a string cannot be an integer. Integer and string are completely different things. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like this is different. I'll show you in a little bit.
So this is us telling the computer that
To
change number one into whatever.
Change the console.readline into a string. Into an integer, and it's saved into integer number one.
Gotcha. But can that be any? Can that be a number, any letter, or just a number?
Oh well, if you put a letter down, it's gonna give you an error. But there are things to fix that. Like I'll teach you that in a later time.
Okay.
We're just dealing with like very basic shit right now. Okay. So let's go over this again. All right. Look at the top things right now. The int number one, int number two, int sum. Does that make sense to you at this moment?
Kinda-ish.
Like you have int number one and int number two, and then you have sum.
Right.
What we're gonna do with int number one and number two, we're gonna add them together, and we'll save those two values into sum. And we'll do that in a little bit.
Okay.
But right now, I want you to kind of figure out why number one equals int dot parse parentheses console dot readline parentheses that. So I want you to understand that because that's kind of like important.
So, just
right?
just to be clear,
Okay.
this right here, what I'm highlighting, right? We're gonna enter our integer right here.
A little bit. Go ahead.
This will get changed into our integer that we input in here. Then,
yeah, but
and then that'll become this
into an integer. Yes.
And then it'll be saved here.
So you see the int dot parse.
Mm-hmm.
That's a method from the int class, and that's basically a method to convert whatever the user put into the computer, and it'll convert it into a readable number in the computer. Now it sounds very complicated. And then the equal sign to the left of number one. So this whole fucking thing right here is being saved as an integer in number one. And see how number one's here, number one's here?
Yeah.
Like this is already like made. This is made. Like we made this variable. So we're using it down here.
Right.
See how I did it here and here?
Right.
Like the computer knows, hey, oh, you have this here. This value is being saved into number one.
And then it's being thrown up here.
Integer. Yes, like it's saved as number one.
Right.
So whatever you put here is saved as number one.
Right.
Same thing goes for
Number two.
this one right here, number two. Yeah, when you press enter in this section, that's saved to number one, and then after that, it'll go down to console.read write line, enter second integer, and then you enter your second integer, and then it'll read whatever you put from the
Right.
read line section,
Into
convert
number
it
two.
into converts it into an int from the int.parse method, and it'll save
In number
into
two.
number two. All right. So now you got that part. So how do you think we will add number one and number two together? So
Well, we don't need a read line now, right?
we will, just because.
Eventually.
Yeah, in a little bit.
Um.
So you have some already, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So.
How do you think addition would be?
Would it be sum
Okay.
equals?
Okay.
Is it?
You're getting it. You're getting it. Go ahead. No.
No.
You don't need to do that. It's already made. So all you have to do is put them together. No. You're very close. You're super close.
Hang on. Let me think about
it. You already have the information already needed. All you need to do is put them together. What's addition?
Oh, it's one unit plus another unit equals.
Okay.
Oh,
so you already have both of your units. They already have the information. No, you're good there. You're good. Press space. What do you... No. No. Here, I'll help you out here. You're very close. Like you're almost understanding. So look, number one.
Oh man.
Yeah, you missed. It'll know already. Number one. See. You keep misspelling it.
I know, right?
Okay.
Number one.
Plus. Number two. There you go.
And that's it?
That's it.
Huh.
That's
okay,
it.
I was thinking, for some reason I was thinking sum equals, right line, parentheses,
no.
then
Nothing
the bracket
like
number one plus bracket number two. Like that's what I was thinking.
Nothing like that. Well, that's when you want to show the information. We'll show the information just a little bit. But right now, you're telling the computer to add number one and number two together. These two right here.
Yeah.
Which is saved from this right here.
Right.
And this right here. So these two already have information. See how it goes down in order or whatever? Yeah. It'll tell you, hey, enter your first integer, and then someone's going to enter it, and that's going to be saved to number one. And then after you press the enter button, it'll be like, hey, enter your second integer. And then you'll enter your second integer. You'll press enter, and in the background, you won't see this in the background. Like, you won't see it at all.
Do we need console.readline?
In a little bit.
Oh.
But I'm trying to teach you the very, very basics right here. So in the background of the computer, number one, see how that highlights?
Uh-huh.
And then number two are being added together because they're both integers, and it's being saved into sum.
Sum, right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
In any way?
Yes, I understand what's going on now.
So like number one and number two, and then in sum. Like we can name these anything you want. You can name it anything you want. It doesn't matter.
As long as
be so specific.
As long as it's this.
Right, you can do whatever you want. But it depends on what you want to do. But right now we're trying to make these two numbers add to the sum of these two values right here. So, all right, now that we got these two values, how do you want to show this to the user?
Would it be now? Then it would be right line, right? Console that right line.
Yeah, console.writeLine. And then what would you put in there? In the parentheses.
This
Well, you can, but I
or
don't think you have to. You could just put some, just like so. And that's it. And it'll be like the same thing we learned yesterday from this thing right here.
that
You
method.
see this here? Yeah, this method that we made last night. But in a more like straightforward way, I
Okay.
guess you can say.
Gotcha.
So just look at the program you just made and tell me what's going on. So what are the ints on the top?
So the ints are these two variables basically.
3 variables actually.
Oh yeah, the number 1, number 2, and sum.
Yes.
We go down. We enter our first variable, number 1, int dot parse gets converted.
Console.-
Well, console.readline gets converted into the int parse, and then it gets
Yeah.
saved to number 1.
Yes.
Then we go down to the second one, console.writeline, and the int console.readline,
Gets
gets
converted.
converted into int parse and saved into number 2.
Yes.
Then then the two numbers that we input get thrown here and added
Right.
and get saved into sum.
Right. Do you understand why though?
Maybe I think I do.
Like, okay, so see how all of these 3 are integer type,
Yeah.
whatever. So these 3 can interact with each other because this is an int type, this is an int type, and this is an int type, and the computer understands, hey, I know how to do math. So and you're telling the computer, I'm going to add these 2 values that the person told me to, use.
So in
which
other
is
words-
saved to-
So in other words, if it weren't for this class,
it's not a class. It's not a class. It's just variables. Variables.
oh, okay. So if it weren't for this integer, the computer wouldn't understand what we did.
Yeah, I wouldn't understand at all. It'd be like, what are you doing? Like if this was gone and you just did that, it'd be wrong. It'd be like, what are you trying to do? Unless you put this in front of it, but then I think the top would be wrong. Yeah, see, it'll give me a wrong thing because it's already being used.
Right.
And I'll show you about like why you can't use number 1 again and number 1 again in the same spot. Like you can't use number 1 and number 1 again with this in front of it
Okay.
because it's in the same scope. And I'll teach you a little bit about that later on, a little bit. It's going to get complicated, so just work with me. As long as you understand the very basics of it. But let's start up. Oh wait, hold on. Don't start yet.
Oh shit.
Press the stop button. It'll turn off.
All right. I exit out.
All right. Go to put a console.readline.
At the bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom of it. Yep.
God damn it.
What is that?
Okay.
You're doing Roadhog.
Now
Yeah,
we
go
start.
ahead and start it now. Yep. Yeah, you can do that if you want to.
What the?
I think you pressed int. Hold on. Too large for. Okay, so int has a size capacity.
Oh.
Int is yeah. There's a lot of number types, An integer can only go so big. Does that make any sense?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, because there's like many different types of number types.
Okay.
So this is like one of the smallest. Well, there's a smaller kind. So just go back and press the stop button and do something a little bit smaller than what you just.
There you go.
It could be like 100.
Oh, whoops. There you go.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, your program is working correctly. Good. Good.
At first I thought like, am I what?
It goes pretty far though. Like it's actually pretty big, but I don't know what amount you entered. It looked like you entered a huge amount. But now you understand what happened here.
Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah, like from we see from there, it says enter first integer. You entered it, and then
Right.
when you entered, you press the start button, the enter button. It was saved into number one as an integer type.
Right.
And then you did the same thing again, and it was saved as an integer type, and it was saved in number one and number two.
What happens if we
And then,
didn't write down console.writeLine sum?
it will not show the sum
Oh.
of those. I mean, you could do it right now if you want to. You won't see anything. It'll just say, here, I'll do it with you.
Tuh.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yep, nothing. But in the background of that application, it did make the sum of number one and number two together, and it was saved in the variable sum.
Gotcha. But because we didn't put down
Like,
WriteLine.
yeah, it wasn't shown to us.
Yes. There you go.
Yep. There you go. Good job.
Nice.
You are learning little by little. Okay. Well, anyways, good job. Let's see. Okay, now that you understood that, let's see what my next lesson for you is. Do you have any questions or anything right now?
I'm gonna save this.
Ooh, we'll do this. We'll do this in just a little bit. I have a pretty good lesson for you. A lot of brain power. It's kind of a lot of math involved, really. Like you gotta add shit together, really. Okay, good. You understood the very basics of it.
That'll be good.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right. So you understood the very simple basics of we just did. I'm gonna show you something very new, and just follow along. Okay, just actually add this shit again. Actually,
Oh, really?
yeah. Go ahead. Add this shit again, and I'll show you something completely new. No, you don't have to add some. Just say enter first integer. No, you have to erase the whole thing. First integer.
Wait, what?
Yep.
What?
And
How did
then
that happen?
oh, hold on. Why is that wrong?
That's why.
Oh, okay. Oh, you you misspelled number 1 at the very press Control R 2 times over that.
Wait, can Arissa put a shield up there?
There you go. Now you can rename the entire thing. Oh, you can't rename the whole thing. Never mind. I'll show you that in a little bit.
There you go.
There you go. Yep. And console.readline. Motherfucker.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta learn how to type. There you go. And
Almost.
enter that second one. I'll follow along with you. Why did that erase? What the hell? It erased.
I know, I saw that.
Put the equal sign. It'll be confused. Yeah, that'll work. Yep, enter button. Enter. Parentheses. Console. It's not good now. Backspace. There you go. Enter. Read line. Parentheses. Parentheses. There you go. All right. I'm gonna show you your. No. Erase. You don't have to worry about the sum. All right.
Okay.
Enter. Oh, you don't have to erase that. Parentheses. And parentheses. All right. Enter. Okay. So follow along. If tab
What
delete the true button. If number 1 and then to put equals 2 equals space number 2. Oops. And then we'll put in inside the brackets. Go inside the bracket. No.
Oh.
Inside the bracket. Inside. It's put console dot right line. And then put your money sign. And then inside there we'll put bracket number 1
Doomfist behind you, Arissa.
is equal to number 2. And then end the statement. Number 2 bracket parenthesis semicolon that ends it, parentheses and the semicolon. Okay, so looking at that if statement, This is an if statement that you're looking at. What do you think that means?
If statements.
This is an if statement, and there's so many more. So
Calm down.
just calm down. It's okay. You got this. You got this. Just look at it. Read it like a sentence.
If
If
number 1 equals number 2,
there you go. Console.WriteLine. Number
number
1
1 equals number 2.
number 2. Very simple, isn't it?
Yeah, it
You
sounds
understand
simple.
what you? Okay, cool. Let's go to the next one. Let's do another if. So no, go up one more. Space. If. Tab. Delete that true because we don't need it. Number 1 is okay, and then we'll put the exclamation point and then equal signs and then space number 2. This is very basic shit, so I'm showing you some very basic shit right here. Console.WriteLine, and then we'll just say the same thing that we just did here. So number 1
You guys.
is exclamation point equals number 2, and then end the statement. No, make it into a exclamation point. The front of the exclamation. Yeah, there you go. You're good. You're good. You'll get it in a little bit. And then yep. There you go.
Why is mine spaced out?
You forgot a exclamation point. Look at mine.
Oh.
No, you're still missing. You're still missing an exclamation point in front of the money sign. And your system's doing something so annoying. Oh my god.
Not that far.
Put the bracket there. Oh yeah, there you go. You just saved yourself. Good.
You guys beat that dash.
Okay. Oh, you just leave it. Yeah, leave the bracket sign there.
There you
Okay. So let's look at the first one you just made.
go. Okay.
So what does the first one say?
If number 1 equals number 2, then number 1 equals number 2?
Yeah, we're just gonna tell the computer to write, hey, number 1, and then those equal signs in the middle. It doesn't even have to be equal signs. You could just put equals. Like you can put whatever the fuck you want in there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like in the console.WriteLine, you could just put whatever the fuck you want. It could be anything you want. But
Okay.
I'm just doing this for educational purposes for you.
That dash.
The fuck is going on here? All right. So, anyways, the first if statement says that if number 1 equals number 2, it will write number 1
And
is
equals
equal to
number 2.
So what do you think the other one is saying? If number 1 exclamation point equals number 2, console.WriteLine number exclamation point equals number 2. What do you think that says?
Shoot.
I slipped that dash.
Is it the opposite?
It is.
Okay then.
So in the second one with the exclamation point equal signs, the exclamation point equal signs put together is not. So in this if statement, it's saying if number 1 is not equal to number 2, it will write down that this will happen. It'll print out this on the console app saying that number 1 is not equal to number 2.
What the heck? Okay. Well, how does that look like on the computer?
Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. This will be simple fucking shit right here. Okay, you'll understand. Let's do another if statement.
Okay.
All right. So if and then tab number 1. Let me see how I did it on the lesson over here. I'm gonna look down. Okay. All right. And then we use the this one right here. Do you see what I'm saying right now?
Yeah, if number 1 is smaller than number 2,
Are
right?
you starting to get? Are you starting to get the gist a little bit?
Yes, I am.
This is very like very kindergarten shit that's going on here.
What? I'm in kindergarten.
That is so dumb. I'm in kindergarten. Oops. Oh, be careful with the keyboard. You put number 2. Put number 2 on that one. 2. There you go. And why is your?
I know,
Oh,
I
you're
know.
missing actually.
Yeah, I got it. I can make my corrections now.
Okay, so now we have 3 if statements now. And you understand the third one, don't you?
Yes, if number 1 is smaller than number 2, and then it'll write it as such.
All right, so do the other one now.
Okay. Oh, I messed up. Two.
Oh,
One. Okay.
all right. Now there's even more now, Bill.
Oh crap.
See the one I just wrote down?
Yeah, I do see it.
Somebody's in
Does
the
that make
hall.
any sense to you?
Hang on. Let me write it down, and then I'll. Oh well, yeah, it's gonna be if number 1 is smaller or equal to number 2, and then it's gonna be
Right,
it's gonna be written line.
right. Now you're starting to get it. Some easy math shit right here. But it doesn't matter about math because you can do so much more with the shit. Like, so much more. The computer will already know what you're trying to do, so try and make it help you too.
Stay.
Okay. Let's see. I'll put constant that read line. Okay, good.
Up on point, guys.
That'll work. Or not. Yeah, you can just continue typing away.
Yeah.
Or you can do that. You can make more than. More than. You already did that one already. You see it? Yep, there you go. Quotation mark.
Yeah.
Quotation mark.
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
Okay. There we go.
There you go. So now you have
Hang on.
every single possible situation now. So at the very top of the entire thing, you're telling the user, hey, enter a first integer and it'll be saved in number. And then you're telling him to put another integer and it's gonna save into number two.
Right.
And then so once you press the enter button, it'll go through all of these. And if one of these are true, it'll write down whatever is inside the other brackets that are inside. You understand what I'm saying?
Huh. Okay.
So you can test it out if you want to. Like
Wait,
if
I need to write down on console.writeLine
yeah, put it on the bottom
or
of
read line,
put
right?
it down. Read line, yeah.
Read
No,
line.
not in that one. Not in that one. Go down one. Press enter. There you go.
So, dot right line.
Read line.
Oh, it is read line.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so do you understand what's going on in this situation here?
It's gonna look for a match on the numbers we're gonna write,
Right. And
and
if one of them is
then whatever it
true,
is, it'll show me on the computer, correct?
right.
Okay.
So we can test it out. So you could do like 5 and 5.
Okay, so it'll show that it's equal.
And it's also less than equal to 5. And it's also more than equal to 5 because that's
Wait.
also true.
I think I messed up because mine's not showing me the equals one. Yeah, hang on.
Hold on.
Let's see, which one is it? Oh, yeah, here it is.
Top one. Yeah, top one.
There you go.
There you go. I mean, it's okay. It's just for learning purposes.
Right. There you go.
There you go. So 5 equals 5. 5 is less than equal to 5, and 5 is more than equal to 5. And that makes. But I guess the overall thing that I'm trying to teach you is the if statement. The if statement. So if blah 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 blah, that is inside the parentheses right here.
Right.
So whatever happens in the in this parentheses, if it's true, it'll do whatever is inside this here.
Right.
You can do whatever you want here. And we'll do some more complex fucking shit. Like we'll do some weird fucking shit. So we get used to it. But there's a lot more to this than
Okay,
than
because they don't. It doesn't have to be just numbers with the ifs, right?
no, it doesn't have to. It can be anything that you can think of. It's a if statement. We'll do another thing in just like a couple seconds here.
So
I just want
guess
you
that's
to.
like the start of like some games you can make.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Like if you died, game over. If you're alive, continue game. You know, like
Right.
or if anything, like this is just one of the fucking many things that we can do right now. But this is just like very basic things, and I'm just like we're just making a simple little application that says, hey, enter an integer, enter another integer, and if one of the following if statements are true, it'll write it down. Safe. Trying to remember all this.
Oh, for sure.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Try and give you another lesson. Okay, let's do another numbers thing here. All right. Okay. Um, okay, so say we're trying to add a bunch of numbers together, okay? Yeah, might as well. You might need it. Int. This will be new to you. Int square brackets. Stuck already.
Where the hell the freaking square bracket?
Where the brackets are at.
Oh, got it.
Equals new int array. All right, this will look a little bit weird to you, but I'll teach you. Whatever, you can put whatever numbers you want in there. But I want to teach you some very basic shit here. No, you forgot the R is in the way. No, go back one space. Oh, no, you just deleted that. Int square brackets. And then there you can put whatever numbers you want. But you have to space them out with the comma. Yeah, it could be whatever. Yeah, just whatever you want. At the end of it, put a number and then end it with a bracket.
Okay.
And then bracket it. And then there you go. Okay, so what do you think that is?
Hang it.
So I called it a list of numbers. And I mean, that looks like a list of numbers to me, doesn't it?
Right.
You made a list of numbers. So the square brackets in front of the that square bracket means array. So
Okay.
you're making an array, or I guess a list of integers, and it could be anything. It could be string if you wanted to. It could be string, but then it'll be wrong. It'll be like, oh, this ain't a string. It can only be integers. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you can make it an array of whatever. But I'm showing just numbers right now. So this is an int array called list of numbers, and we're the equal sign, and then the new, and new is very important. So it's saying new integer array, and then you put your list of numbers in there in the brackets, as you can see.
Okay.
And then those new int array with the list of numbers is saved into list of numbers. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to try and add them all together. And I'll show you how. And I'll show you another loop, as we call them. So for
You want me? Holy crap.
don't worry, just put for tab. It's look confusing as fuck, but don't worry about it. For int I equals 0, I is list of numbers. Oops, didn't do it. List of numbers dot length plus plus. Oh, all right. Var sum equals list of numbers I. Cool. All right. This might seem super confusing to you, but it's all right. You're new to this, but you'll understand a little bit.
Hang on, good. Hang on, good. Trying really hard not to confuse you.
You're using your brain here.
Numbers.
Square bracket, and then put I in there. Square bracket, and then end it. There you go. All right, cool. And then, can we do that? I don't think we can. Okay, so you know what? Inside there, let's put console. That's not what I want. Console.WriteLine. If I can get to that. Console.WriteLine. And then sum. All right, this may seem like a lot to you.
All right.
All right. Okay. So let's go through the steps, okay?
Okay.
All right. So in the beginning, what do you think of it? What do you think of the int square brackets, list of numbers equals new, and any questions?
Everything.
All right, go ahead.
I don't understand what this is.
Okay. So
I know that. Okay, so I know that for sure. Whatever unit we put in gets replaced here, right?
yeah, so the equal signs it goes from right to left. So whatever
Right.
value you have on the right side
It's
is
converted.
saved
Right.
into the left side.
Okay.
So on the right side, you see the new int
Right.
square brackets, and then you see the brackets, and it has a list of numbers.
Right.
Okay, so that's pretty much saying that there's a new list of numbers.
Okay.
And then this is the list of numbers. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, 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 blah. And
Okay.
that list of numbers is saved into variable list of numbers.
Okay. So then the
Which
next one will be the 4.
He's actually teaching.
So this is new to you right here. This is a this is a for loop, okay? A for loop. This is a loop. It is a continuous loop.
Okay.
And it'll stop until you tell it to stop.
Okay.
So do you see the parentheses in the for?
Yes. The
Okay,
integer
so-
I equals
So
0.
for integer I equals 0, if I is less than the list of numbers dot length. So dot length is the length of the list
That we
of
just put there?
numbers. So you get what it's saying? The list of numbers dot length. So the length of the list of numbers, and you have 1 to 10. So there's 10 numbers in list of numbers, and that is the length of the list of numbers.
Okay.
So the next one just pretty much increments it. So it increments until it stops to 10.
Okay.
And then inside the block that's after the for, we're telling the machine to
Convert the
add,
list of
all,
numbers.
add all the numbers. So the list of numbers, brackets I, those are all getting added together. And it'll stop until it gets to the last number, and it'll be saved into sum.
Okay.
And then
And
after
then
that, it'll write it.
Okay.
So you can test it out, and we'll see what happens. Oops.
Oops.
Oops, that was my bad. Okay. So let's do. Oh, okay. So let's do plus equals on the sum, actually. Oh, can we do that? Var sum and type variables must be initial. Oh, okay, fine. Let's put sum in front then. Okay. All right. This is new to you then. That's okay. Here, just follow along, I guess. So integers sum equals 0. All right, and then we'll just do sum plus equals list of numbers bracket I. Let's add an I. Oh, okay, there we go. That should work. Yeah, I'll check it out a little bit. But I wanna.
Did I do it wrong? Did you wrong?
Nah. I'm just gonna put this out here actually. Dot right line. Sum. I'm gonna make it look nice so you can at least see everything. Okay. All right, that's my bad. All right, do you see what I'm doing right now? You forgot the semicolon at the back of 0. 0. And then get rid of the console.write line on the sum.
Wait, what am I doing?
Get rid of actually copy that and put it below.
Oh, okay. I see.
Uh,
There you go. There you go.
yeah, there you go. That's perfect. All right, so I taught you the wrong way, but you could do whatever you want. I'm just telling you this. There's so much shit you can do. Learning the very basics here, but you'll get the point in a little bit. Okay. Okay, so you understand what's going on here?
We're adding the list of numbers. Right?
We're practically adding the whole list of numbers. We can run the program.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. Yes. Good job. Good job. Good job. So yeah. So we made an int sum variable. As you can see, we put an int sum variable and we initialized it to 0. So it equals 0 right now, okay? You get it? Let's go down to the I'll read it line by line with you starting with number 9 on yours.
Okay.
Okay, so
Right.
number 9, it says sum equals 0. So you initialize sum to equal 0.
Right.
And then you go down and you made a new array called list of numbers. And then in that array, you put values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that whole list of numbers,
Right.
and it's saved into list of numbers,
Right.
which can be named whatever the hell you want. It depends on what you're doing. And then we made a for loop, and in that for loop it says integer I equals 0. So we're starting at 0. You can start at whatever number. Like we can start at 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter.
But
But it
it'll change
depends on
the outcome of the number, right?
yeah, it'll change the outcome. So like if you put like integer I equals 5, it'll start from number 5 in your list. Does that
Right.
make sense?
Yeah.
And it'll continue on until it stops. So
Although, okay, so here's my question now. Why did sum become integer I?
I swear, if they take
okay,
this
here I'll show you
long-
in a little bit. Let's keep reading. So integer I equals 0 at this moment.
Okay.
We can make it whatever you want, and then it says integer I is less than list of numbers dot length. Does the list of numbers dot length making any sense to you right now?
Kinda.
What do you think that means?
It's. I think you told me it was list of numbers is this list right here, right?
Okay. So dot
dot-
length.
The entire list. Correct.
So dot length is counting how many numbers, how many things you have in that list.
Oh, okay.
So dot length pretty much says like, hey, how many
I'm gonna-
things you have in that.
I'm gonna
that
count
list.
in that bracket.
Right, I'm gonna count how many things you have in that bracket, and then the plus plus I is just incrementing it, just an increment. It'll increment until it stops.
Okay.
All right, and so inside the inside that bracket is sum plus equals list of numbers bracket I. Does that make any sense to you? So see how sum.
You said sum equals 0. So
Yeah,
then
sum
the
equals 0.
numbers are added into the sum,
Right.
which comes from this right here.
Yes. Yes. So in the list of numbers from this area right here, and then when you do the square brackets and this thing right here, the I, which you can call this anything you want. You can just call this whatever you want, like fuck, and it'll know. In fact, let me do. Here, hold on. Oops. God damn it, I freaking ran a program. I don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, that tool.
Ducks. Duck. You can just call it ducks for now. Sucks. Duck.
And that'll change all of them.
Yeah, I can change. Now I changed it. See.
Wait, what tool is that?
So you can just press go over the I. Yeah, go over the I. Click it 2 times at least. Okay, now press Control R 2 times.
Gotcha.
And you can call that whatever you want. Call it right now. Just type. See how it's doing it with you?
Yeah.
You can rename it for something that's more meaningful. You want to name things that are meaningful so that it makes it easier to read what you're trying to do.
What if I named it sum?
You could do that. See, that's not a good idea because we already have some right there. That's a good question. No, don't do that.
I'll keep it as I.
Yeah, just keep it as I. But I mean, you can see that I can name it whatever the hell I want.
Right. As long as the function still works.
Right, the function will still work. So in the brackets, I'd use the list of numbers, and then I put the brackets again, and inside the brackets I put ducks. So those ducks inside is so the for loop is um accessing the information that is inside ducks that's inside the list of numbers. So pretty much the ducks are these right here. So
Okay.
it's accessing these numbers individually, and
Adding them.
it's adding them. So you see the plus equals,
Yeah.
and I'll show you another thing that looks the same thing, and it looks much weirder than this. You can see right now. Sum. This is the same thing as we just did from what you have right now. Equals sum plus list of numbers and duck. So see this right here?
Oh, okay. It's the same thing.
It's the same exact thing. So this is exactly what you have right now in the middle right there, the plus equals.
Right.
That is the same exact thing. I don't know why we need to do it like this.
The
But I
plus
mean,
equals.
yeah, the plus equals, or you see how this sum equals sum plus whatever, blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah. But you're telling the machine to add the information from this into this sum,
Right.
and it's being saved in sum.
Right.
And then after that, we end it. We end the bracket, and
Right.
then we write it. We write the whole sum into sum.
Right.
All right, cool.
So, what are the functions for the for loop?
Like, why do you need the for loop?
Yeah.
Like, why would you even need it? Like, why the hell did I learn this?
Yeah. Like, why do I need a for loop?
In due time. This is basics. Like,
So you're just teaching
Like-
me some basic codes.
pure basic shit right here. Like, this is basic stuff right here. Like, you'll want to know this. You might need this someday, and I'll show you. There's several kinds of loops. Like, it'll loop. I'll show you why you'll want one actually in a little bit.
Okay.
I'll show you another one. I'll show you another kind right now, and it's the same thing. So let's erase this stuff right here. Except the sum. Keep the sum, and you know what? Keep the sum and the int list of numbers. So
Okay.
just erase the. Yeah, erase. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Alright.
So this is the same exact thing, but in a different format. Okay.
Hang on, let me make this kid some popcorn.
Okay. Oh, we'll get some pizza. You want some pizza, Cat?
No.
You're full?
Mhm.
You want some water? What? Hello, hello, hello. I'm making popcorn. Let's see if I can think of something for us to think about a bit.
Somehow.
Hey, Mark, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I'm almost at it.
That's cool. You wanna go there?
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Ooh. Oh, it's not even late.
It's probably because you exercise and you're tired. Whoa! Go, 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 go! Ah! I gotta Kobe one day.
Probably. Hey, can I get some off? Maybe? No.
A giant rat killed you. The hell? Here, look, St. Louis. The St. Louis, Limp Mansion, probably.
You want to share one?
Yeah, it's a Limp Mansion.
All right, I'm good now.
All right, all right. Let's go back to your lessons, I guess. Okay, so I think you're missing a bracket. So press enter and put an ending bracket. Because you're missing a bracket. The Limp Mansion! I've been there.
Wait,
The most haunted places in America. Put a ending bracket. There you go. All right. Okay, so I was gonna. Okay, you know what? I want you to go through the steps and show me what I just showed you. Try and add those all together using the for loop. All right. Oh shit. No, no, no. No, no, no. Z, control Z, control Z, control Z, control Z, control Z. Control Z, control Z, control. Okay,
There you
so
go.
don't erase the colon. Yeah, erase that part.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
There you go.
There
It
you
already
go.
knows. Nope. Back one.
There you go.
It already knows. It already knows.
Okay,
Like
there you
the
go.
machine already knows what you're trying to do.
So,
So go down, and then you're trying to add. You're trying to add them to the sum. No, you already have sum.
oh, so I could just do.
Yes. Yes.
Hang on.
So
Hang on. Hang on. Trying to remember.
what are you trying to add? What are you trying to add into there?
Hmm.
There you go. There you go. You're starting to get it.
And then.
No, make it right line. So remember, right line will write the thing you're trying to say. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just make it like read. Read line is trying to read what you're trying to put in. Right line is you're the programmer trying to write something to the client, quote unquote.
Okay. Hey, look
So
at that.
good. Good job. Good job. You are understanding. So now you know one kind of loop, for, or well, two of them. You know the if statement and you know the for loop.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'm gonna teach you the other kind of loop, and you want to do loops. So erase the for loop. The entire the brackets too. That bracket goes with it. Yeah, that entire thing. Goodbye. And that bracket too that goes with it. There you go. All right, press start. All right, so I'll teach you the other one. For each.
Hang on.
And yeah, there you go. Each down, then tab. Okay, so this will look weird for you too. It's the same thing as a for loop.
For loop.
So it looks like a sentence too. So for each number in list of numbers, sum plus equals number.
And I so I played back and
I'm gonna put console that right now.
stop silent and then still the I was hitting in a moment. Almost like loud.
There you go. Okay. So the for each is the same thing as the for
For
loop,
loop.
but they kind of do some special things like each. This one's just a little bit more easy to read. Like you can just look at it and be like, for each number in list of numbers, sum plus equals number. Does that make sense?
Hang on. This gets converted to this, or saved to this.
Right. The list of numbers.
So now that becomes this.
Right.
Right. Becomes this. Then
Right.
this equals or plus this.
Pretty much. So in the for each.
And then because sum is equal 0, it's gonna add this list.
Yeah, that list into sum.
Okay.
And then you're gonna write it down on the right line. You see sum.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So it's just like easier for loop.
Do what?
Isn't this like a simpler for loop?
Yeah, it's an easier for loop, but the for loop can do something special too. Like it's just very situational. I'm teaching you like the very different types of loops that there are. There's another loop I can teach you too. But let's see here. I'll teach you something else with the for loop, I guess. So do you understand how the for each works now?
Yeah, I think so.
And the for loop, I guess you'll have to just practice a little bit and think about.
I can kind of read what's going on now.
Here, let's do something stupid with the for loop. All right. Let's see. All right, so string. Shut the fuck up. Equals. Shut the fuck up.
Be careful of the bastion.
Space. And then string. Sean equals Sean. Or
Is it possible that
100. Console dot right line. All right. It doesn't have to be exact, but as long as you understand, I guess.
Oh.
What do you do?
It's Taco Tuesday.
Ending semicolon I and then plus plus parentheses. You don't need a yeah. The constant. I'll show you about constants later on. It's not gonna do it.
Lame.
Back. Yeah, you gotta be precise when you're typing. There you go. Okay, so what do you think that's gonna do?
Huh. Okay, the string shut the fuck up is gonna equal STFU.
Right. So that's saving
Same thing
STFU.
with Sean. It's gonna equal Sean.
That's yeah. Right.
So for integer I, are those both these two strings?
I is kind of a separate. I is only like an accessor to a list, but right now we're using it as like a loop, But continue reading. So I is equals to 0, and I is less than 100,
Okay.
and then I is incremented. So we're gonna. I mean, you can press the start button. You'll see.
I think I know what's gonna happen. Yep. Okay.
Yep. Understandable.
And it did it
Where's
100
Sean
times.
at? I wonder why I didn't write Sean. Oh, it's still. Where's Sean at? Oh, that's okay. It's only a learning process, I guess. I wonder what happened to Sean.
Maybe because it wasn't the first. It wasn't the first one.
Maybe we should. Here, hold on. Plus Sean. Put plus instead. Inside the. No, you can erase that. Quotation marks. Oh god, space it first. You're gonna want to space it. Quotation mark, and then that. Okay, and inside the for loop, inside the parentheses where the console.WriteLine is, put a plus inside between and
These
erase
two.
that. Yeah, erase that one now. Oh, now you're gonna have to write the whole thing. That's okay. Space plus space. There we go. Parentheses that. There you go. And I think that should work now, actually. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Now you're getting. So it doesn't have to just be numbers. It could be words too, as you can tell. And you can make a combination of it, a huge combination of it.
Hey, why did yours only do? Why did yours do more than mine?
No, it should be the same.
Oh, it is.
But you can make as many as you want. It can go forever. I can go fucking this number right here,
Oh gosh.
and it'll just keep going. It'll keep going until it reaches 100 million, as you can see in a little bit. I plus plus parentheses. There you go. And you can press
Do I need to
the
do
start
that?
button.
I don't need to do the end of statement, do I?
Do what?
The end of statement after the parentheses.
No. No, that's it.
Yep, it did do it. Stupid. Just
And
sent
it'll
to
keep
Sean.
going. Right.
I got a program for you.
Right. Press this. Okay, so now you understand the for loop and the for each loop. They do kind of the same thing, but they're both kind of like different in their own way too.
Oh crap! It's still going.
What? I'm not even hungry. What the hell? We just ate pizza. Must be out of your mind.
Mine's still going.
Do what?
Mine is still going.
Better clean it up, son. Get a towel. Put a towel over it.
That's cool.
All right. So now you understand some of the basics. Why would you need this? I'll teach you another lesson, I guess. Maybe we continue still, because apparently they're eating dinner. I don't know what the they're eating.
Okay.
Taco Tuesday. No, I'm still here though. I'm still here. So what have you learned so far?
I forgot.
Why are their eyes like that, Cat? What the hell?
Mm,
Oh, it's April.
mm.
Wow.
Hang on. You taught me. I think like four things.
Yeah, like a lot of things, I guess.
You taught me the for loop.
Right. Which I mean, you've already seen what it can do.
Then you taught me the for each loop.
Right. Which is almost
The same thing.
it's the same thing, but it's a bit more
Simpler.
easily readable.
Simpler, I guess, or
Yeah, yeah, it can you can read it easily, but they both do special things at the same time. Okay, so let's see. How can I test your knowledge? Because I want to continue your lessons. I want you to learn.
wow.
Okay, so I'll teach you another for a loop. This one will be a little bit interesting. Oh yeah, this will be a little bit interesting actually. Let's see. How can I do this? How can I teach you this way?
Oh, the other thing is you showed me how to do well, how to combine a string with the for loop.
Or right. Well, not with the for loop, but plus, like in the console.writeline.
Oh, okay.
See how the STFU plus Sean is equal to the whatever you just wrote on top over there.
Right.
So you can combine strings with the plus, or you can. I mean, you can do some crazy ass shit. But I'm teaching the basics. You're learning. You're learning. I just hope it sticks to your head, I guess.
Well, I'm recording everything, so
Let's see. Let's teach you something else. Something. What the fuck? Okay. Anyways, I'll teach you another loop. So erase. Don't erase the read line. Keep that there. No, 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 not that. You want them in. You can erase that bracket. That's
They just started cooking.
wow. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna teach you another loop. All right. I will. Jeez. Okay.
what did Catherine want?
Catherine's like, you're being retarded. Pretty much. All right. Soon. Continue. Loop. Oops, sorry about that. That's not there. Okay, what is this? Okay, so bool. I know it sounds funny. Bool is true or false. Okay. And I think normally, like right now, it's set to true, I guess.
Okay.
If I can remember. So bool is a true or false thing, okay? So it's like there's so many things here. So int is number, and then string is string. Oh, it doesn't allow me to do that. So word.
Even I was like, what? What are you doing there?
I'm just trying to teach you all like the different kinds of like information that you can use. And then there's more to numbers. So there's double, precise, precise number, long for fucking big big number. Uh, short. Small number. Bit. I mean, there are so many kinds of like information that you can. I mean, as you can see,
Yeah, really.
like we're only scratching a little bit. But right now, so there's bool, which is a true or false thing. Okay,
Okay.
integer is number, like I said, in
Right.
the little thing right there. String is words.
Okay.
Does it make sense? Double is a number. It's a little bit bigger than the integer, but it's precise. You can have decimal in it. Like in the integer number,
Oh.
there's no integers. Like there's no decimal.
Okay.
It'll be it'll round off. But in double, it'll give you a precise number. Long as you can tell what I said.
Okay.
A fucking big number, and short is a tiny number. All right, but anyways, that's a little information right there. You're gonna save that too.
Yeah.
I might as well. Shit.
What do you call these? Are they all variables?
Yeah, they're it. I call them container of information. I guess like it's holding information. Like whatever you're saving into that variable. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you know how we say number equals whatever.
Yeah.
So in
Oh,
the after
okay.
the equal sign, you're
Yeah.
saving the information into number or whatever. But
Right.
I mean, you're getting it. You're getting it. But let's go back to this shit. So yeah, you can erase those. And I forgot. Yeah, I'll keep my console.writeline because we're gonna need it anyways. It's kind of annoying when the program shuts off.
Well, yeah, I'm getting the habit of keeping console.readline.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying, but I mean, after a while, we'll be working with real looking applications, and we won't even need the design.
A little bit.
Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna teach you another for loop.
Okay.
Okay, so do tab.
Okay.
All right, so in the true area, we're gonna put the continually. Oh, and it's telling me here. Let's put the continue loop to true. There we go. I guess we need to initialize it first.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So let's do. Let's make this method. This will be a refresher about making methods. So let's make the addition method again. Make all of this small. Okay. All right.
Is it string?
No. Let's do a static. Let's do void. Fuck it. Void.
Because you said void can be anything, right?
Yeah, void doesn't like return a thing. I mean, if you want to, you can, but you can do whatever you want. Like, is that even right? I think I misspelled that. So, int x int y. I mean, you can call these variables whatever you want, but we're just making a simple method. So in this, we'll just do console dot right line enter. Oh, oops. Enter first to add.
Why is my why are you getting a bracket and I'm not? Did you add one in there?
Yeah, I have to add one. You have to add one.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't automatically do that. So x equals console dot. Oh no. Int dot parse console dot readline. And I think you'll understand where we're going with this in just a little bit. Some refreshers here.
Read line. I understand parse now.
Right. Second. To add. And y equals int par console readline. And then let's make a variable up above. So int. Or you know what? Let's do double. Ooh, double. Sum equals. No, let's do var. Can I do that? Oh, I can't do that. Okay, so it has to do this. Double sum equals 0. All right, cool. That understands. Watch out. All right, let's see. Sum equals double plus what the console dot outline. This might seem a little weird after a bit, but I think you understand.
Oh, hang on. Do you need to add a read
What?
line? Oh, I guess not. I guess not because
No. Yeah, you're okay. So we made
a method.
a method, so we can just stick the method in the do while, in between the do and the while. So just addition. Oh, do I want to do that actually? You know what? Let's go in the addition method. You can put your parentheses. You can put your parentheses.
Wait, where?
And yeah, where you're at right now, actually.
Oh, here?
Yeah. Put your parentheses. And then in the addition,
Uh-huh.
the addition method that we made, you can delete the param and then in the above the double or whatever, we'll just do int x equals 0, and then int y equals 0. 'Cause we have to do that. We have to do that. Must have. It has to do that. And don't forget to end your. Yep. Yep. Okay, so we've done this before, but we made a method out of it. You see the method now?
Okay.
So in our static void addition, which returns no values, the method is to add x and y together right at the very end, as you can see, at sum equal the parentheses double x plus y for semicolon. Okay, so you see how there's like a double
Uh-huh.
parentheses in front of the x or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So
Is that multiplication, is it?
no, it's not. It's not. Whatever value and y plus x makes, it'll be converted into a double type.
So you said it was uh what's it? There you go. This one?
Yeah, that one, the double type. It's a precise number. So we're making the integer type numbers, which are int type, as you can see, the int x, int y, as you can see from above the double sum.
Yeah.
So those two are going to be added together, and they will be converted into a precise kind of number, so double
Okay.
type. And
We
then
can-
it's going to be saved in sum, which is a double type.
Okay. Which
And
means
then,
that
and then
we can
go ahead.
always that's kind of interesting because like I guess if we can you said that integers won't be precise but round up, right?
Yes, it'll be rounded up.
So like if we didn't want to have a precise number, we can remove double from sum. It'll be a more just exact number basically.
Okay, in this situation right now, if we remove the double, I don't think that'll work at all. Yeah, it won't work. Or it shouldn't work, but it will. Actually, no. When x and y add together, they'll still round up and still save in sum. Does that make sense? But they'll both round each other out. Like
Okay.
when it's added up, and it'll be saved in sum as a double, but it won't be precise. So that's why you put the double
sum.
symbol.
If we did a
So,
decimal,
yeah, decimal number and the x plus or the y numbers, it will be converted into the double, and it will be saved in sum. So
okay.
as you can see in our method, it's addition. It's very simple. And you're telling the user to put a number, and then it'll be saved in x. Put another number, and it'll be saved in y, and it'll be added together, just like we did, a couple times already.
Right.
Simple shit here. And then when we go up on our
Your bool.
the do while loop,
Yeah.
which I don't know why. Oh, that's why I forgot. So this will go forever. Like we can add as many times as we can. You can start it up right now if you want to.
All right.
You forgot. Oh, I see it. Go to line 24. There you go. That should be it.
Okay. Oh. Thought that was gonna run it.
Hold on, do that again. Press enter. I'm gonna read that. Input string was not in correct format.
Do we have to do double X and then double Y?
Int.parse console.readline. Type input string was not in correct format. Yeah, we could try. We can try. Yeah, let's just do double. Fuck it. I think it's just not letting you do that. So let's do double for int x and int y. So double. Double. And in front of the int, double.
Okay.
And don't forget to do it in front of the parse areas too. There you go.
Okay.
All right, you can try that again now.
There you go.
There you go. All right, so thing in there.
Yeah.
There you go. And then you got your answer, and you see how it still keeps going.
Oh.
So it'll just keep going. It'll just keep going. It'll go forever.
Okay. And it just won't stop.
It won't stop. It'll never stop. It'll never stop. Understandable?
Oh yeah, dude.
Good.
Is that because of the do while loop?
Yeah, it's because of the do while. But we can do what's it called? We can do here. At the end of the addition. Of the addition method. Yeah, you laughed in the morning. It scared me.
I laughed.
Yeah, you were laughing. You were like hardcore.
What the hell?
Okay. I was like, yeah, I heard Catherine laugh in the morning and she was still asleep. Scared the shit out of me.
That's kind of scary.
It is scary when you hear someone laughing but they're still asleep. Kind of gets you a little bit. You were laughing for some weird reason. I don't know why you were laughing, but you like laughed and you're just like and you like turned around for a little bit. I'm like, okay, is she laughing at me or is she laughing at something? I don't know.
I read that if you laugh while you sleep, then you stress.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, we're gonna play some fucking Overwatch later on now. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Okay, anyways, I'm teaching you this here for a bit. I think I've taught you a lot so far.
Oh man. The recording's been going for about 2 hours and 10 minutes now.
Oh my gosh. Still growing. Okay, so anyways, at the end of the addition, let's do a continue. Write the continue loop. And it'll know. There you go. Equals false. There you go. So what do you think that's gonna do?
Huh.
So when you finish the method addition, it'll go to the next line that's after the addition method, and it'll do continue loop false. So it'll stop them.
you'll tell them to stop the loop.
Yes, pretty much. So you can go back to we can run the program, and then you can do your math, whatever, do whatever you want. Press enter. That's it. Done.
Done.
Done. It finished because it succeeded in doing whatever it needed to do in the addition method. It went to the continue loop equals false, and it made it where you see the while continue loop. You see
Right.
the while continue loop. So while true, it'll continue.
Right.
But since the continue loop equals false,
It stops it.
it's done. Yeah, it's done.
Huh.
That's it.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Good job. Good job. You have learned so much, Jose. Oh my gosh.
It's a lot of crap, man.
Right. You have learned so much. Yeah, you're just soaking it in. Oh my gosh. Good job. So I guess maybe I should give you some homework or something. I need to think of something for you to do, and then you should send it to me and be like, okay, you did something wrong or something like that.
Yeah.
Just to give you practice, you know.
No, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Like
I'll say this.
Like you can't just do this for a couple minutes and just be like, oh, I get it. You'll forget it after a while. I mean, I don't. I do this for a living.
What?
Mess with you, Kenji. Is she gonna play Overwatch? Wait, does she even have Overwatch?
Who?
Origami.
Moody?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she needs to play with us.
All right. Well, if you wanna figure something for me to do, send me a message.
Okay. I think
Um,
our lessons here are pretty good so far. I mean, sure, it'll be a lot for you to. It's a lot for you to take in.
well, the nice thing is I recorded it, so I'm gonna probably rewatch it.
So okay, from the method that we made. See how that method we made is so much different from the one. Oh, in fact, I'll show you another thing about methods, I guess. So I can do this. Int addition int x int y.
Hang on there.
So turn x plus y. Blah.
That's the one we did
Okay.
yesterday, right?
Yeah. So you see how there's addition and then there's addition again. Like there's two addition types now.
Right.
Like, can you see that from my screen right now?
Yeah, I do.
So we can make methods with the same name, as you can see here, but with different shit that's in the parentheses.
Hmm.
So we can make as many as these as we can. Like
As long as
whatever, as long as inside the parentheses are not the same. So if I did like this right here, y, that will be wrong. That won't be allowed because it's called a signature. It's called a signature.
Hmm.
You can make many methods with the same name, but the signature or what's inside the parentheses has to be. And that's important because we can go to here, go above the bool or whatever.
Okay.
And press space. Console dot right line and parentheses. Right. So before you even type, okay. So do you see the 1 of 19?
Oh, I see 118 because you added another line.
Oh no, do you see 1 of 19? Like, do you see like it goes up and down? There's like little arrows that go
Yeah.
up and down. Okay, so and then go up and down from it. Go down. Now look inside it. Look inside like what it says. Keep going, keep going, keep going. This is just for like educational purposes. You see the inside the parentheses?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
right line. So this is the same thing as this right here. The addition. So we can make as many additions with different signatures. Like right line has many quote unquote signatures. So like there 19 kinds of right line, but they're all taking in kind of different parameters. I guess I see if you see what I'm saying. So we can go back to addition. Like let's go into the do while the do while and do addition again.
Let's see.
So press enter. Addition. And then put the parentheses. And now you see. Oh, why don't you see 1 of 2? Did you make the other one?
No, I didn't make the other one. Remember?
Oh, you didn't. Do you see it on mine though?
I do see it on yours.
So now there's 1 of 2. There's an empty one, as you can see. Practice dot addition parentheses. That's 1, and then the second one is
Gotcha.
practice dot addition int x int y.
Gotcha.
Does
So
that make sense?
that's that signature, and then you have another one that is ready for you to make whatever you want, basically.
Right. So
Like,
like
but it can't
the
be.
first one.
But it can't be the first one.
No, it can't. But look at our screen from here. You can see both. You can see both of these methods. They're both addition. If I use the first one, the one without parentheses, like without anything inside the parentheses, this is what happens. This shit right here that we just did inside it.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen if we use this one right here with nothing inside it. If we use the second one, this addition one, just this. See that?
Yeah.
Because we told it to do this. So there could be a bunch of we can make a bunch of addition methods with different signatures that do different things.
Hmm. Okay.
And now it sounds like a lot there, but we'll continue on that next lesson.
I
And,
could see how you would practice that though with like stats.
right.
So like I'm assuming you're using those kind of methods in your Armored Core one, right?
Oh man, I mean, I'm doing so much more that you can't even think of. Like, I'll get you into it sometime. Like I'm doing some fucking advanced shit that you're not even there.
Okay. Baby steps,
But
baby steps.
baby steps. It's okay. Like you'll learn. Save this. And don't. I don't know why you have that right line. Yeah, get rid of the right line. Or do whatever you want, I guess. Good lesson. We'll have to continue again.
Yeah, seriously.
And just practice.
I was gonna say if you want to send me something to do, I'll do it.
Okay.
Also, you said you figured it out, right?
I did actually. You wanna do a quick one, I guess?
Yeah.
I guess we can save this one. We can save the one we just made. In fact, we can just do that right now. So just go to debug and then go to oh sorry. Go to build. Never mind. And then go to build. Yes. And click. And then that's it. Now we gotta go find it. So I think it's in your repos folder. Go to your repos folder. Let me find mine too, because I'm kind of curious. Too. Okay, so repos. And I forgot which one was this. Console app 1. Okay. Console app 1 or whatever folder you're at. Go into. Oh, yeah. Go into bin. Or what do you have?
This.
Is that no, that's not where you save. Go back to the project you're on. Go back to the project. I'm gonna see what it's called. Oh, it is called what? And yeah, go to that thing then. What the hell? That's a weird name to call it. Yeah, go in that folder.
Oh, here it is.
Go to bin. Go to debug. Yeah. Let me see where yours is at. Oh yeah, there you go. I see it. See the lesson 4 application. Open it.
This one right here.
Yeah. There you go.
Dude, that's awesome.
Congratulations, you made your first application. Good job.
Being a bad girl.
Hold on.
Good job. You have learned a lot. I will send you some homework later on.
Cool.
And you
Yeah,
better-
figure some out, and I'll do it.
All right.
Let's see. Control